Finn Hammond and Johnny Fisher.
So the way the several questions work is that basically we found a machine in the woods called the Questionator 5000 that was evidently engineered to generate infinite very silly questions. And Johnny, Finn, and I have dedicated our lives to answering them all one by one by one. Does that sound accurate to everybody?
That
I changed
sounds...
it back. I put Finn back in the lineup. Finn was away in was it India or Indiana?
I can never remember. Indiana.
Right. You were doing the Indianapolis 400. You were working up to it.
Yeah, people don't know about the to get to 500 you have to do the preceding. There's a few steps.
Mm-hmm. It's just like kind of like flight hours when you're studying when you became a pilot.
Mm-hmm. You got to put 400 laps in before you can do the 500 laps. It's not even in a car. You got to walk it.
Hey, speaking of cars, guys, and race cars, I thought of a joke yesterday, and no one else would care, but maybe you two, if that. Ready? So, I like Larry the Cable Guy and everything, but he always plays the race car. Get it? Like, he plays a race car in the Cars movies.
Oh, he's in that?
He doesn't play a race. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're right. Oh, no.
He always plays the repair.
Paul Newman. But then when he got older, Paul Newman, was he in Cars?
Paul Newman?
Yeah, I think he was in Cars.
Oh.
Let's look this up. This is pretty important.
Owen Wilson.
Was that Lightning McQueen?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
I want to say so.
Okay, how about this? I like Owen Wilson and everything, but he just keeps playing the race car.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Paul Newman was in it, by the way.
Well, who is he?
Which
He's
car?
the old one that sounds like Paul Newman. The one that's all tired.
Yeah. Oh, the one.
And telling him how to do it or whatever. He plays Doc Hudson.
Every Pixar movie has
Paul Newman.
That character.
Has Paul Newman in it?
As some sort of Paul Newman type character. I have a Cars joke. Ready? As long as we're doing this.
Yeah. I'll cut yours out probably. But...
Okay. Hey, I just got off the set of Cars, and boy, are my arms tires.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Because you're doing a live action Cars?
Yeah, it's cheaper.
And you got a costume on.
Yeah.
In which your arms are tires.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the impression I get.
I changed my mind. I'm leaving that in for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's answer some non-car related questions for once. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, here's our first one. Oh, I forgot to turn it on. Hold on. Oh, excuse me, you guys. Sorry about that. Here we go. First question.
If you had to sell one item door to door, what item would you sell?
What are the classic things? The classic door-to-door salesman things are like vacuum cleaner.
Suitcase. Mm-hmm. Oh, right.
Suitcases.
Would we carry a suitcase?
Well, no. Oh.
Tupperware?
Maybe. Would they do luggage?
Yeah, I think luggage would be a thing.
That's right.
Tupperware? Makeup?
Well, Tupperware is a Tupperware party, isn't it?
I mean, it may have turned into a party after.
You think it was door-to-door first?
Sure.
Is the man of the house at home?
Encyclopedias?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I think they...
Oh, I was answering Finn's question. I'm sorry.
I know.
Yes.
There were several questions going on at the same time.
There was.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think I got an encyclopedia sale one time.
He always plays the race car. Did I say the race car or a race car?
The race car.
I did? Okay, good. So what do you think, Finn? What are some things you'd like? You don't have to sell. It doesn't have to be a classic thing. You could come up with your own. But what is something that in today's day and age maybe you could actually sell door to door?
And sell door to door that someone would want. See, here's the thing: you can get anything you want,
right
at your door. But what do people want that they don't know they want?
Yeah, that's I think the trick. You got to be kind of an Instagram ad.
Yeah.
Like an IRL Instagram.
Okay, that's what I would do. I would track someone's movement throughout the day, collect information from them like over the course of months, And then I'd present them the thing that they need. And they're like, how did
Okay.
you know I wanted this phone case or whatever? And then I'd be like, I don't know, just right place at the right time.
You look
Right.
familiar.
You look familiar. Are you my garbage man?
Are you
Am
that
I
guy that's been
mailman?
Yeah. Yeah.
You've been going through the garbage and mail. You get a job at the postal service.
Mm-hmm.
You could do that. I mean, you play music. Postal service just
Mm-hmm.
is touring right now.
That's right.
Oh,
In the garbage.
in a state near you.
And Garbage actually might be. I think had a show recently.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Cool.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Still got it.
So we got. I think that's your answer. No, just kidding. What else
Guitars.
could you do? So I like your answer, Finn. What about you, John?
I'd probably sell like rock carvings and beads and
Oh,
crystals.
That's a good idea. Like specific personal stuff, like handcrafted that they can't get
That's right.
on the internet because you're not on the internet
Not on the internet.
because of what happened.
Well, and we don't have to talk about it here,
No,
but
we
yes.
don't have to, but we will. So
And let's
on
go.
March 3rd, just kidding. Yeah, that's a good idea.
What do you think you'd be successful in your neighborhood?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You think people would want to buy?
You live in a complex, so like you'd get
There's a
hit a
lot
lot
of
of
doors.
doors pretty easily, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Be efficient at least.
Hey, sounds
I was thinking
complex.
Won't have to get very far.
You son of a bitch.
It doesn't actually.
Oh, if you were doing this like door to door in a larger neighborhood, you'd get ripped probably from carrying out like a suitcase full of rocks.
Oh yeah, for sure. So that'd be a plus. The benefit to the job is a workout.
You'd have one huge arm. Or maybe you could just use your other arm that isn't already huge, because you already have one huge arm. You
I
could
do
use
have
the
one.
other one.
Yeah.
We won't
Even
say
it
which
out.
one. Leave it. We like to leave something for the Patreon. We'll reveal Johnny's comically mismatched arms. We got to sign up first, and we have to set up a Patreon first. So then, next up, we've got me. See, that kind of goes along with actually something I was thinking is that, like, picking something very heavy and big might be the way to go. Like something that people don't want to carry from
Right.
the
Like
grocery
here's this
store to their
anvil.
car. Yeah, exactly.
Would
It could
be
be
great.
an anvil salesman,
Mm-hmm.
salesperson.
Who buys
Okay.
they're for blacksmiths?
I think you'd have to go to like the Looney Tunes area.
Yeah.
Of
It's
It's
Wiley
Pittsburgh.
Coyote.
You'd have to go to Coyotes.
I love that stuff.
They love that stuff. Or wait, he likes the anvils. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was Roadrunner. He doesn't even have any arms. Bird hands. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What
Back
else?
at it.
Back at it. You could sell
Sell soap.
soap, singing telegrams. Could you do something like that, like a service skill,
Ooh, yes.
or like, if you developed a following, you could be like an influencer who goes door to door, influencing. What if you were, and so like people could be in their video. I don't know. Like here, you slap me in the face. Pay me $5 and slap me in the face for my
No, you just like
Instagram channel.
ring the doorbell and then they open it and you start serenading them. And
And you have a hat out or something,
yeah, something like that.
Or you can
or you
just start.
charge them.
You can start influencing them as soon as they open
Yeah.
the door. Just
With the
start,
song.
start like talking about your life and being
Uh-huh.
motivational.
And doing like jump cuts, to cut out the boring parts so it's faster.
Yeah, and then put ads kind of in your insert
And then
ads
right
in
at the
your show.
end, it cuts off before I'm done talking. Because that's what
Yeah.
happens at the end of a lot of funny videos or videos.
Oh, I
Well,
see.
they'd
Yeah,
probably just slam the door on me, so that would have the same effect.
for sure.
All right, I will sell influence. Finn will sell creepiness, I guess, and John will sell rocks. That's not a surprise to anybody. All right, next question, please.
What song gets stuck in your head a lot?
Oh man, there's a lot of songs that get stuck in my head, and it's never like the same one, which is weird. trying to think of what was the last one that was just in there. It was an 80s song.
Okay, let's list them all. 81.
Okay.
Love
There
Shack.
was Love Shack.
Love Shack, baby, love
Was
Shack.
it Cyndi Lauper?
What is that one?
It's
Girls
she's a
just
person.
wanna have fun.
Okay.
Girls just want to have fun.
Oh,
True
girls.
Colors.
Oh, I had that one in
Time
my head
After
the other day.
Time.
Girls
Oh,
just
did
want to
you?
have fun. I did.
All
I
right.
was singing that one in the shower.
Nice.
Oh, girls just want to have fun.
That song when
Wake up in the
when I was
morning
super
light.
sleep deprived, and I'm talking over you only because for copyright reasons, John, so that we don't get
We don't get flagged.
Yeah. But that's why
but-
it gets in my head though.
Because why? Because
Once
copyright
I wake up.
reasons.
No, that beginning part. I wake up in the morning light.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what you get.
When I was super hyper tired and emotional after Wes was born, I would karaoke to that song sometimes because I'd karaoke to her to help her fall asleep, and I'd karaoke that song, and I would sometimes weep in the middle of it in the daddy part because I was so emotional.
Cute.
What was it?
Don't, oh daddy dear, you know you're still number one. I'd always be like, oh daddy dear, you know number one. Pretty pathetic.
Girls so wanna
That's
have
nice.
fun.
And then Wes's first word was beta. She just looked at me and said beta.
Oh, wow.
You're like, oh,
And I was like, jeez,
Wow.
harsh dude, I said.
Mary.
Very. Mine is, there's one, and 80 really likes to open doors, like press the buttons, the disabled button, the automatic door opener thing.
Mm-hmm.
He really likes to press those, and so we're like, he always says, open the door, 80 open the door. And so then I always think of, let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. A song that I don't know very well. And I just listened to the other day to try to get it out of my head. And I don't know if I've ever heard the whole song. Like I barely recognize it. Yeah. It's just like
I think that's an 80s
it was
song.
on in a grocery store at some point and entered my brain those words. Let my love open the door. And to my fart. That's what I say at the end of it a lot.
Toot.
Toot sweet. So that's mine lately for sure. Let my love open the door. And it's not like a song I like or have any, like it's just because of the actions happening in my life. It's like a triggered song.
That's
What
usually how
about
it
you?
works for me too.
Me,
If-
I think, okay, the song Wrecking Ball gets stuck in my head.
That's
It's
funny.
like, it's very dramatic.
What part did it start at a certain part, or do you start at the chorus? Is it just the chorus, or is it?
The pre-chorus, I think, like, don't you
That can
ever
still get you
say,
pregnant.
I just, yeah, that's what I've heard. Pregnant with the chorus.
Yeah, well, it impregnates your psyche. It sounds like, or your subconscious at least. So what is it? Can you sing that part again? I'm
Don't
sorry,
you
Lord,
ever say, I just walked away. I will always love you. And then I came in like a wrecking ball.
What? Why do you
Not
think that
wearing
song
any
comes up so much? Is
clothes
there
at
a word
all.
that triggers it, or a tune, another tune, or like sometimes there'll be a sound in my environment that sounds like the beginning of a song. You know?
I'm a construction worker, demolition,
Oh yeah,
and someone's always
humming that.
humming that song. Why does that? I think it's dramatic songs. There's a list of all the songs I think of that get stuck in my head are super dramatic, like The Shallows. You guys know that one. What gets stuck in my head? Yeah, I don't know. Songs like that are like epic and that you can just kind of like belt.
Yeah. Turn around every now
Yeah.
and then I get a little bit burning.
Yeah,
Turn around. Yeah, that song. Yeah.
yeah. If it's epic, I don't know why. I think it's just funny to
Because you're dramatic.
them
You're a
dramatic.
drama queen.
That's right.
He's actually wearing the comedy and drama masks Finn's wearing the drama one right now.
It's the Fernie one, yeah.
Really creepy. And he's just holding the comedy one under water in a little tub next to him. It's fucked up, actually. It's weird that this is happening.
What am I doing?
I was just imagining drama drowning
I
comedy
see.
angrily. I don't know. Seems dramatic, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Coming in like a wrecking ball over here, you know what I mean?
Like a wrecking ball. See, now it's stuck.
Yeah. What is it? I came in like a wrecking ball?
Yeah.
I think it's you.
Another one that gets. Oh, it's you. You came in like a wrecking ball. Wait, me?
Yeah, they're talking about you. Nate came in like a wrecking ball.
Nathan Andrew Travel came in like a wrecking ball. His social security number. One like another dramatic one like that gets stuck in my head is, I knew you were trouble or trouble. I don't know what it's called. That Taylor Swift song, I Knew You Were Trouble When You Walked In. But I don't really know many of the words. But I like to parody it, and it's I knew you blew bubbles when you walked in. That's all I know.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Like
They
bubblegum
pop
or
on
like
me and they land on some places they've never been. And now they're popping on the cold, dark floor or whatever ground. What is it? I always say floor. Is it ground?
Crying on the
Nobody
cold,
knows.
hard ground.
Cold,
It's
hard
ground in the song.
ground.
Okay. Well, we
damn.
blow bubbles inside. And that's
right.
something that Several Questions has always promised you. That we will always blow bubbles inside.
Every
And on
time.
that dramatic note, let's go out like a wrecking ball to the next question.
Let's go.
Was that good? Was that a good segue?
That was amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
What's the first thing you remember?
This is a pretty broad question, but I don't remember a ton from my childhood. But there are two moments that I remember that I don't know which came first. One was I saw a chicken, and the other one was that I saw an egg. Just kidding, guys.
Chicken.
The first one was there's one that I have that's just like a snapshot in my granny's old house. That's like just in a room that I am familiar with, and I'm like running to go through a big open sliding patio door. It's just like a brief moment of like my eyes moving around. That's all I remember. Pretty boring. The second one was right around the same time, and I had a febrile seizure, and I was like kind of died for a minute, and or stopped breathing and stuff, and whatever, heart stopped. But I remember right before it, I was watching Sesame Street and eating applesauce and maybe Cheetos, and Barkley ran over the bridge, and that's the last thing I remember. Then I woke up I thought I was in a basement with my mom and a guy that was wearing a construction jumpsuit. Like, this is my memory of it. So I didn't know what was going on. But I found out later that the EMT was a construction worker or had a blue jumpsuit on. And we were in an ambulance, which I didn't know what it looked like on the inside. And it kind of looks like a basement. You know, it's a room.
Sure,
it's a square room with stuff hanging on the walls or whatever. And then I remember seeing myself get a spinal tap. This is a little weird, and I don't know if it's what is the deal or if it's true. But I remember a up top third person view of me getting a spinal tap right after that.
Oh my
That's
god!
cool. I love that band.
On DVD.
Yeah, no Blu-ray. It was VHS. It was before.
Oh, I see. Right.
This is like early '80s, and it was like the expensive kind. You know, back when it was like $103 or whatever.
Oh my
Right.
god!
Anyway, but I laughed. I didn't even really get the context because I was so young, so I'd never seen like a actual rockumentary.
But that really kind of stuck with you.
But I still thought it was pretty funny. You know, it's like the Stonehenges or whatever, small Stonehenge, right?
Right.
Did that happen?
Yeah, you can be 1 year old and like no.
I was 3 years old. Thank you very much.
You could be
You can be
That's
whatever
funny.
age you want to be.
yeah.
Okay, so So that was my more interesting first memory. Uh, oh, and I remember being born. That was weird, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Must
I
been.
was like, and I said, here's Johnny. That's what you should have said, actually, Johnny. Here, you can tell my
should've.
story. What did you say when you got born, John?
Here's Johnny. I don't know, it was
Didn't
probably
I
like,
thought it would. They hadn't named you yet, though.
Yeah.
So maybe that's
I
why
mean-
they named you Johnny. What about you guys? What's your first memories? Non-traumatic memories, maybe.
I have this memory of going to Marine World. You guys familiar?
I've not been, but I can piece it
I've been.
together.
And my sister got called up to be part of some show. There was like some little like animal themed show where they probably like brought out a seal or whatever or a bird. And my sister, who is 3 years older than me, and maybe was like 5 or 6 at the time, got called up to be on stage and like did a competition. Something about whipped cream and balloons. I really forget.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, but
Wait, I'm sorry. So how old were you? Did you say this just now?
2 or 3. When do you start?
wow.
When does your brain start?
No idea. I think it varies. But
Okay.
three or four, I think, is 3, 4 to 5 is like when people have their first memories, I think.
Word.
It's kind of weird to watch a kid, by the way, grow through that period because they will remember something from a year ago. So they'll be like 3 or like 4 and remember something from when they were 3, and then they turn 5 and they don't remember that thing from when they were 3 anymore. It's like watching their brain reconstruct in such a way that it erases those memories. Like watching that happen is pretty bizarre because like there have been a few references that I would make occasionally and Wes would know what I was talking about, and now she doesn't.
Yeah. No,
Whoa.
what the fuck?
Or she does, but only from my reference now. She doesn't remember it. It's pretty wild.
So you just got to keep re-referencing so that they hold on to.
Yeah,
the
every
memory.
morning when she gets up, I go through her biography. It's like a timeline. It's kind of like a memento thing. We put tattoos all over her, temporary tattoos.
That's smart.
Which
Smart.
makes it not that useful.
Mhm.
They keep
Fun.
just washing off, and then we have to apply. Most of our time is spent applying these tattoos. So like, and it's weird because now most of them just say tattoo application.
Her biography is mostly tattoo,
Yeah,
Like-
it's like
kind of being wet.
yeah, being wet and pressed on.
Hmm.
So that's going to be most of her experience, unfortunately. But we all have our struggles, right?
Yeah, it's true.
John, what's the first thing you remember? Did you already say?
It's really weird and it's very kind of hazy, but I feel like I was very small and I was standing at some stranger's house, or I might not have been standing, but I felt like I was at a stranger's place and they had a TV like set up outside, like on like
Can
a
I guess
wall.
something quick? Was this in Florida?
It was in the desert, I feel.
Oh, you don't even know where this was. Interesting.
In the-
Okay.
Well, I was born in New Mexico, so
I did
it
not
could have
know
been
that.
yeah,
That's
it could have been in New Mexico. I feel, and
Okay.
it was Apollo had dual video on,
Mm.
and that's what I remember.
Do you remember
that-
what video? Was it the one with the cat?
It was.
Opposites attract?
I feel like it was almost black and white, but I don't think that's true. It was very
There is
dark.
I think there is a black and white. I think
Is
there is
there?
a famous black and white
That's what I think. It was that one.
Paula Abdul video. Let's see. Paula Abdul.
TV.
Black
Let's see, what was
and
this song? I
white.
feel like I might know the song. It was.
Straight up. It was straight
Tell
up.
me wanna love me, wanna love me.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Oh.
Are you're recalling the song from the memory?
Run.
Yeah, you haven't heard this song since?
Oh, I've heard it since, but
I
I
know. I was just kidding.
yeah. I feel like that was the song.
Or are you just having fun? So what year was that?
91.
That's
89.
your first. Oh, I forgot. How old? When were you born?
I was born in 81 though, so I doubt that was New Mexico, but I feel like, and I don't really remember my childhood very well, but I feel like that was one of my first memories.
That was
Could be something
88.
All right.
So you would have been
I would have
7.
been. I would have been in Florida at that point. So it could have been Florida.
Yeah, it sounded like Florida to me. Somebody having a TV on their porch sounds like Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, sounds like New Mexico too a little bit.
If you saw like a dream
It's
catcher
warm. It's Dreamcatcher. Yeah.
in the, kind of blowing in the wind,
Yeah, try to close your eyes and think back. Do you see a dream
that's
catcher?
that's New Mexico.
Yeah, but if
Okay.
you see like a Mickey Mouse hat,
An alligator.
On a crocodile,
floating
on an
on a
alligator.
crocodile, I think,
Crocodile.
right?
I don't know. Yeah,
Well, Finn or
A
Johnny should
gator.
know this.
alligator.
Yeah, gator.
Alligator.
Oh wait, are there alligators or crocodiles or both
There was actually
in
both.
Florida?
There's both. There's more alligators than crocodiles, but there are. I think there have been crocodiles moving into the area, and that's for
Do they ever
yourself.
fight?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. That's alligator versus crocodile. You ever never
Yeah,
seen
it's
that?
like
Isn't one bigger, but the same
Yep.
armed with the
One of
same
them is
general
bigger.
idea?
I mean, one's
Yeah,
more
one of them is-
wide, one's more
Well,
long.
one of them's bigger and one of them's definitely smaller.
Yeah.
And that's that's what everybody knows about crocodiles and alligators. Is that one is bigger, one's smaller,
One's wiser.
one's wiser and wider. Is the wider one is wiser, and
This smaller one.
the
stupid.
is stupider.
Oh,
That's how
right,
you
yeah.
remember SS.
Yeah.
Wider, wiser. Yeah, we got it. So, and they are. We know that you come to the show for animal facts, and you got it. Boom. One of them's bigger and one of them's smaller and it's dumber. I want a programming note. This is what you really come for. I'm glad you stayed all the way this far because we've got a show coming up, a live show at the brand new Gamma Ray Bar on June 12th at 8 p.m. It's a brand new venue. Johnny's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Finn's not going to be there, but he's going to be thinking about us big time. And Bianca Martin and Kevin Wilmot and Shauna Youngdahl is joining us this time. She's been kind of helping run the shows, and now she's going to be on it because she has less work to do now that we're at a different venue that actually is a venue. So you should come out to that. That's going to be really exciting. That's downtown Madison, Wisconsin, 53703 is my guess on the zip code there. It's I think 121 West Main is what's in my head. So go there, and if it's not there, just kind of look around nearby. It'll be somewhere around there, okay?
You can ask somebody too. You know.
You could ask somebody. The tickets are not, well, the tickets are hopefully live by now. Just go to their website, the Gamma Ray Bar's website, and I'm sure you'll be able to get tickets there. Otherwise, just email me or maybe in the show notes. I bet in the show notes there'll be a link. Just look around in the show notes, and if you could call me then and tell me if you see them there and tell me what that link is, that'd be great. All right. I think that's all I had to say about that. Oh, yeah, and it's going to be fun. So that's all the questions for today. Now, why don't you get out there? Oh, are you yawning, Johnny? You tuckered out?
No,
Tucking you out there?
no,
Okay.
I was-
Sorry. Finn, you tired? How you feeling?
I'm okay.
Well, my energy levels are pretty decent, actually. I got to sleep in this morning a little bit. My kids allowed me to. Anyway, sorry to interrupt the outro there. That's all the questions for today. Now get out there and ask questions. Be curious, not furious. And always remember, you and only you can help prevent unsafe forest fires. For Joey Fingers and Fish Haddock, I'm Nick Chiclet, and this is Several Questions.
Thank you for listening to Several Questions, a production of Wolf Out Radio. Click on the link in the show notes for more Wolf Out shows.